In this video, I'm going to show you a few ways that you can break your emotional eating cycle. This can become almost like a bad habit or a pattern in our lives that really makes us feel terrible. We go through guilt and shame and just these feelings of embarrassment afterwards. So sit tight. I'm going to show you 3 ways that can actually help you break out of this. Hey guys, Jen Palco here. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about emotional eating. Now this is something that a lot of people struggle with, especially women. Men do too, but it's something I struggled with for many, many years. I still have moments, where I emotionally eat. I will admit, I think that every human being has done some form of emotional eating in their life. All right, so this is not anything new. Emotional eating is eating to fill some sort of emotional void. All right, so that's actually the first thing, is to get to the root of what food is filling for you. All right, food can become like a drug for a lot of us. Now it's more widely accepted because food's around us and it's not going to make us get in trouble or put us in jail. At least it shouldn't, right? So what sort of emotion are you feeling for yourself? All right, for me, it was comfort, acceptance, acknowledgement for many years. For a lot of other people, it's those same things. It could be boredom, it could be anxiousness, depression, it could be just feeling very excited, happiness for a lot of people. So emotional eating is not always tied to something, a negative emotion. A lot of times it's tied to feeling happy about something. So the first, get to the root of why you're eating. All right, so you have to be aware first. You have to do the inner work first before you can tackle anything else about the issue or change or shift your behavior. It's got to start up here first. Number 2, stop letting food rule your day. Now I know this very well. I would obsess. I would wake up and all I would think about was food. Literally. That was like the only thing I wanted to do. I thought about lunch, dinner. I started tracking my calories. I do now, but more from a fitness perspective. But I used to do it and it became so obsessive that I had to stop doing it because I would obsess over every little bit that I put into my body. And if I went over, I feel like I would need to exercise it out or something like that. And I think a lot of women go through this and don't realize that this actually turns into a disordered eating pattern or a very unhealthy relationship with food. For many years, I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. Now, food is supposed to be, yes, it's there for comfort, which is good. It can be good if we don't let it rule us, but it's also there because we need it for survival. We need it for survival. So there's no way out of it. There's no way to not eat. So you have to change your relationship with food. You can't let it rule your life. You got to stop feeling like food is this bad thing. There is no good food. There is no bad food. There's just food. All right. Some's more processed than others, but it's still food, right? It's still something we take in, we ingest. So you have to stop viewing food as this having this negative relationship with food, and stop letting it rule you, and stop obsessing over every little bit you're putting in your body. And the third thing is to realize that you're probably going to fail again. You're probably going to eat too much. It goes back to us, food being, it's inevitable. There's going to be a holiday. There's going to be some time in your life next week, a year from now, 2 years, 50 years from now, where you're going to overeat on your calories. You have to learn to just let it go and not care. You know, that we put so much focus and obsessiveness, and the fitness industry they help, but they don't help at the same time, because they give us this mentality that we become obsessed. We become obsessed, especially women. We not only become obsessed about our bodies because we're always comparing ourselves to other people or people we know or people on Facebook or people on TV, and we always feel like we have to look a certain way. You know, and I think we're evolving a little bit in society where we're starting to accept people's body types, different body types, and realize that, you know, there's not one body type, and it's not necessarily healthy, because you see a lot of models who have eating disorders, right? And this creates disordered eater, this awful relationship with food. You know, growing up, we might have been restricted. You know, our parents restricted us from having junk food. Therefore, we labeled junk food as like this off-limits thing that's bad, but you still want it. You know, it's like wanting the bad boy, wanting to date the bad boy. It's like off-limits from your family, but it makes you want it more. So you have to develop a very healthier relationship with food first. Let go of the obsessing and putting food on this pedestal, and living your life. Because when you stop obsessing, other parts of your life will come up. And this took me many, many years to get, because I started in college, where I started this unhealthy relationship with food, where I was restricting my calories, and then it led to binge eating patterns. And then I had disordered eating patterns for a number of years. And it wasn't until I stopped caring that things shifted for me. And suddenly I realized, wow, I haven't been binging, or I haven't been emotionally eating as much, because I stopped putting all my focus on food. I stopped tracking my calories. I stopped caring. Now, you have to take care of yourself, okay? I'm not saying just let everything go, but stop obsessing. That is the main point I want to make here, is to stop obsessing. And once you do that, then, you know, you start to heal yourself, but you start to heal your relationship with food. All right, so that's it for me today, guys. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear some feedback. Put them in the comments below. Subscribe if you like this video. I'll put out more. If you have any other ideas or requests, or want to know more, then feel free to comment or contact me. So that's it. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.